What's going on, Gacha Gang? Kawaii50 back with another FGO video, and here to talk about what is probably one of the most exciting things out of the Oniland event, and that is the Royal Icing Craft Essence. We're going to be talking about some of the best servants to give Royal Icing to, and if this video helps you out, be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. Now, keeping fair to both sides, we're going to talk about 3 servants that are currently on NA, as well as 3 servants that are on JP as of this video's recording that will be coming out to NA in the future. So we can both make this video relevant for now, as well as future-proof it for the years to come. And you'll notice a trend, so I'm sure after watching this video, you'll be able to make your own deductions on what this craft essence works on. Let's get started. Let's, of course, kick this off with a freebie servant. I do actually really like this on Shootin' Doji Caster. The general trend we want to see with the servants we put Royal Icing on are servants who overall need a little more NP gain to help themselves out, or could just benefit from more NP gain becoming more consistent if it's already good, as well as the ability to make their Noble Phantasms far stronger when those servants rely on that Noble Phantasm for their primary source of damage. And this definitely applies to Shootin' Doji. Not only are you getting that ability to gain extra Noble Phantasm from the craft essence itself, but her territory creation skill adds a bonus boost to your arts card effectiveness, helping the fact that it's 4 times hit while being okay. You're going to take it to those heights that you need to make her super consistent. Plus, with her being a freebie servant, you should have gotten her to NP5. I got her to NP5 myself today, and being able to have Kuzuryu Massacre hit for a ton of damage is going to actually make Shootin' Doji Caster fairly reliable in challenge quests. And don't forget, gang, Kuzuryu Massacre applies sure hit, so evade doesn't matter for that entire turn. I personally don't want to talk about any arts type damage dealers without recommending Iemma Alter. This guy is very strong, and Royal Icing actually helps him a lot because he doesn't actually have an NP gain ability to speak of. So being able to get the most mileage out of those arts cards is going to help him overall. This also has the bonus of helping his Noble Phantasm twofold because his Noble Phantasm is, yes, an arts type Noble Phantasm. You're going to see Unlimited Lost Works hitting for a fair amount of damage. Just don't forget to use your projection C before you deal that damage, and try to do it in a Brave Chain if at all possible. Now, I'm sure many would be mad at me if we didn't talk about the current Queen of Arts loops, the single target archer queen, Artoria Pendragon Archer. Gang, this craft essence just fits her like a glove. I'm sure you've got one of those Friend Summer Artorias on your list where you can just use their NP loops for days. Maybe you've got your own Tamamo as a supporter or something else like that. But man, this gives her the NP damage and the arts effectiveness that she wants, and just how much damage she deals on overkill, how much AP gain she deals on overkill, the bonuses from Excalibur Vivienne on overcharge. Gang, Royal Icing is great for her. Now is the portion of our program where we start to talk about JP, and I'm going to start with a freebie and who many people consider the broest bro who has ever broed in FGO. Yes, gang, you probably already guessed it. It is Ricardo. Ricardo is an arts demon with Durandal, and if you grail this man, people, he is going to be putting in some substantial work on your team. He's a very powerful single target damage dealer. His Surmet de Durandal skill, you're going to get it to NP5 because he is a 3-star character, and it also has the bonus of applying card effectiveness on overcharge. So you get card effectiveness from that, you get card effectiveness from his 3rd skill. With both of those powers combined, you're going to be able to get some serious NP gain if you are able to line up a Brave Chain. Of course, if you got to chuck those quick cards in there, do what you got to do. It's not going to be much of a big deal when this man has a 0.86% NP gain on hit. Listen, just give in. Just support Ricardo in all his glory. Join the Ricardo fan club. We are Legion, and we are many. Let's keep staying down here in freebie territory to be friendly to all the players out there, and we are going to talk about a very, very powerful freebie Lancer in the form of Nagao Kagatora, or as you probably know her, Uesugi Kenshin. Kagatora is absolutely nuts. I remember JP was going crazy when she was released because of just the sheer critical support of her skills. But even if you don't have an Arts Crit Craft Essence, Royal Icing, well gang, Royal Icing works just as well, because Kagatora's Noble Phantasm is actually very, very powerful. It's a single focus attack to a single enemy. Again, gonna be at NP 5 because she is a freebie character, and it also removes all of that character's offensive buffs. So being able to just overall weaken your opponent while dealing substantial NP damage while being able to Arts Brave Chain seems like a good candidate to Royal Icing for me. And finally, of course, I've got to give a shout out to all of one of the least recognized portions of the Type Moon fanbase. I have heard your cry, Luvia stans. So, to all the Luvia stans out there, I am of course going to recommend her pseudo-servant incarnation, Artoria. Artoria being a 4-star ruler, much in the vein of our beloved Saint Martha, Luvia is an excellent pick for this craft essence. She has the ability to arts crit. Her actual mana burst is focused on her arts cards, and she has a targeted buff that increases attack, defense, and NP gain for one ally. So you don't need to super worry about NP gain, and you can go ahead and supercharge it with Royal Icing equipped on her. She even has an NP steroid in the form of a third skill, and she comes with that coveted territory creation skill to increase her arts card effectiveness. That Noble Phantasm that we are trying so hard to buff, it deals damage to a single enemy as well as grants 20 critical stars, and it deals extra special attack damage to evil enemies, of which I promise you, there are many evil enemies in FGO. So, if you are a Luvia stan, I highly recommend you get a max limit broken version of Royal Icing in order to make her as powerful as possible. And those are 3 current and 3 future suggestions I have for you when it comes to equipping Royal Icing. Now, all DW needs to do in order to satiate me is actually give Lancer Alter some love, more so than in the form of craft essences. I need an animation rework, I need a buff, I need a new servant incarnation, I need all the things. Y'all have done justice to Lancer Artoria Alter with this craft essence. The art is beautiful, and the effect of the arts card's effectiveness and NP strength boosts are great. Just give her love in the form of servant updates. I beg you. Anyways, this is Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day, and I'll see y'all in the next FGO video.